Liverpool still top of the Premier League going into 2025. And yeah, they're 6 points clear with a game in hand. Still only lost that one game to third place Nottingham Forest. As you can see, based on form, Forest 5 wins from 5. Absolutely flying at the moment. And at the halfway stage of the Premier League season, they're third. 5 points clear of 5th place. However, 5th place could be a Champions League spot, so they're 6 points clear of Man City in 6th. Now, whether they can qualify for the Champions League this season will be tough, but, I mean, if they can try and replicate the form that they've shown through the first half of the season, there's a good chance they'll get in the top 4. So, Forest are flying, Liverpool are flying, Arsenal started to hit form, whilst Chelsea have dipped. Newcastle, 4 wins on the bounce, has seen them pop up to 5th place. It's quite tight though, from Brighton in 10th all the way up to Newcastle in 5th. And there's only 5 points separating those sides, so a couple of poor performances from one and good performances from another could see a lot of movement. The bottom of the table, Southampton still can't win a game, only 1 in the 19 this season. Ipswich got a win last time out against Chelsea, which helped their survival hopes. Leicester have lost 4 in a row, meaning Ipswich have moved up to 18th and are 1 point off Wolves. If they can get ahead of Wolves, that is the safety zone. So, tight at both ends. Man United's form is abysmal, by the way. 3 losses in a row, and they're only 7 points above the relegation zone, whilst they are 23 points off top of the league Liverpool, which is more than double of the points that they've got. So very, very poor season so far from Man United. You can see the bottom of the table here. And the matches, Tottenham-Newcastle. Now, when Tottenham play, there tend to be goals. I don't think there's going to be loads of goals for Spurs, though. I've got Newcastle winning this 3-1, carrying on that brilliant form. Isak probably getting another goal. Villa against Leicester. Villa should be winning this. Their recent form has been a bit hit and miss. They can't really get a good run of form going. They drew 2-2 with Brighton, lost to Newcastle, beat Man City before that, lost to Forest. So, yeah, a bit all over the place from Villa, but I think they'll win it 2-0. Bournemouth v Everton. Tough to call, because Everton don't concede many goals. Bournemouth, whilst they haven't lost in 7, which is very good, it's 2 draws in a row and 3 in their last 4. Everton lost 2-0 to Forest, but before that it was 3 draws, a 0-0 against Arsenal, 0-0 against Chelsea, and a 1-1 against Man City. So Everton can perform. I think Bournemouth might just nick this at home 1-0. Palace Chelsea, now looking at the form here, Palace beat Southampton last time out, a draw with Bournemouth before that, and they've been in pretty good form here. They've only lost 1 of their last 8 league games, but they've drawn 4 of those as well. Chelsea, they were very, very strong until that Everton 0-0, and since then they've lost 2-1 at home to Fulham and 2-0 away to Ipswich. I'm going to back them to turn it around here and win 2-1, but yeah, it's tough. Then we go to Man City against West Ham. Now, City obviously had their struggles recently. They did finally win a game, 2-0 against Leicester last time out. West Ham aren't great at all. They lost 5-0 to Liverpool. I think City will win again here, 2-1. Southampton, Brentford. Now Brentford, their away form. Yes, they got a draw against Brighton, but they still haven't won an away game all season. Southampton's form under the new manager, I mean, it's not been great. It was a 0-0 against Fulham, lost only 1-0 to West Ham, lost 2-1 to Palace. I think they need something from this, considering how bad Brentford's form is away from home. I'm going to get them having a point, but it's just not enough. A 1-1. Brighton Arsenal. Brighton at home. Pretty good if we quickly go up. Home form. Yeah, well, not great, but they've only lost one home game out of their 9. It's just that they've drawn 5, so they're hard to beat at home. And as you can see here, 5 of their last 7 games have been draws, and they've drawn 3 in a row. Arsenal back in good form. I mean, they're unbeaten in quite a few. How many have they lost this season so far? None at home and only 2 away, so pretty good from Arsenal. But the matches here, 3 wins in a row. It's tough because Arsenal should win, but Brighton tend to get something against them, and with Brighton drawing so much recently and hard to beat at home, I'm going to go 1-1. Fulham Ipswich, this one, Fulham, again good form, not too many wins in there, unbeaten in 7 but 5 of them are draws. However, I mean, they've drawn with Tottenham, Arsenal and Liverpool in that space, and Bournemouth, so yeah, beating Chelsea and Brighton as well. Good form from them. Ipswich obviously won that last game. I think Fulham will just nick it 2-1. The big match is Liverpool against Man United. I mean, I just can't see Man United getting anything. They haven't scored for 3 games, and they've lost 3-0 to Bournemouth, 2-0 to Wolves and 2-0 to Newcastle. Liverpool have been brilliant, scoring so many goals. Won 3 in a row, a 6-3 against Spurs, a 3-1 against Leicester and a 5-0 against West Ham. How many do they score here? I think I'll play it safe and go 3-0 to Liverpool. And finally, Wolves Forest could prove to be a very interesting game. Forest's form away is strong. 6 wins, 2 draws, 2 losses. Their home form, not their home form, the home form of Wolves, not great. Only 2 wins out of 9. Cunha's banned for this one as well. But unbeaten under the new coach Pereira. Yeah, beat Leicester, beat Man United, drew with Spurs. So, whilst Forest have won 5 in a row, Wolves missing Cunha, tough. I think I'm going to go for Forest. Oh, it's either a 1-1 draw or Forest to win 2-1. Forest haven't drawn for a while. We'll go for a 1-1 draw there. So those are my predictions for these fixtures. Make sure to like and subscribe. Get your predictions down below. And I'll catch you next time.